November 22, 1963. President John F. Kennedy, young and charismatic, visits Dallas, Texas, hoping to rally support for his re-election. The city welcomes him warmly as he and First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy wave from their open-top limousine. Suddenly, as the motorcade turns into Dealey Plaza, gunshots ring out. President Kennedy is struck, slumping forward. Governor John Connally is also wounded. Chaos erupts. People scream, Secret Service agents leap into action, and the limousine speeds to Parkland Hospital. Jacqueline Kennedy, in shock, cradles her husband. Doctors work desperately, but at 1:00 p.m., President Kennedy is pronounced dead. The news spreads instantly, plunging the nation into disbelief and mourning. For millions, the moment becomes a haunting memory. Everyone remembers where they were when they heard the president was gone. The hope and optimism that filled Dallas that morning vanish, replaced by a sense of loss and uncertainty. The assassination marks the abrupt end of an era, leaving the country reeling. The world watches, stunned, as America faces a tragedy that will define a generation. In a single afternoon, history is forever changed. Police quickly focus on the Texas School Book Depository, where a rifle and spent shells are found on the 6th floor. The suspect, Lee Harvey Oswald, a 24-year-old ex-Marine with Soviet ties and radical views. Oswald flees, later killing Officer J.D. Tippit before being arrested in a movie theater. He denies everything, telling reporters, "I'm just a patsy," but the evidence seems damning. The nation watches as Oswald is paraded before cameras, the center of a national crisis. 2 days later, as police prepare to transfer him, nightclub owner Jack Ruby emerges from the crowd and shoots Oswald on live television. Oswald dies at the same hospital as Kennedy, silenced before he can stand trial. The man accused of killing the president is himself killed, deepening the mystery. Justice is denied, and the questions only multiply. The world is left to wonder, was the truth buried with Oswald? The story takes a darker turn, fueling decades of suspicion. President Lyndon Johnson forms the Warren Commission to investigate the assassination. After months of inquiry, the commission concludes, Oswald acted alone and there was no conspiracy. Jack Ruby, too, is deemed a lone actor. But the public remains skeptical, doubting the single bullet theory and questioning Oswald's background. The fact that Oswald was killed before trial only fuels suspicion. In 1979, a new investigation by Congress finds evidence suggesting a second gunman and the likelihood of a conspiracy, though no culprits are named. The official story is challenged and the mystery deepens. The truth remains elusive, and the debate refuses to die. The Kennedy assassination becomes America's most enduring whodunit. Conflicting investigations spark public demand for answers. In 1992, Congress passes the JFK Records Act, requiring all assassination-related files to be released. Millions of pages are made public, revealing new details about Oswald, Cold War intrigue, and government investigations. Yet thousands of documents remain classified, withheld by presidential order even decades later. Calls for full disclosure grow louder, with politicians and Kennedy's own family demanding transparency. The fight for truth continues as new legislation is proposed to release the final files. More than 60 years later, the full story is still locked away. The quest for answers endures. Kennedy's assassination left a permanent scar on America. It ended an era of hope, ushering in turmoil and distrust of government. Dealey Plaza became a site of mourning and debate, while conspiracy theories flourished. Most Americans still believe there was more to the story than the official account. The released files add complexity but no closure. The tragedy remains a symbol of democracy's fragility and the power of a single violent act to change history. The mystery endures, ensuring Kennedy is remembered for both his promise and the questions that still surround his death.